Oh, I just heard that they're gonna be opening up Chuck E. Cheese for adults now.
What?
Yeah, so apparently
Adults couldn't get in the first. Wait, adults were in there all the time.
Yeah, but it's weird if you didn't have no kid though, because I wanted to go sometimes, but I had to bring Jordan. Or she's not good at T2, bro. What am I supposed to do? She don't know how to shoot good, man.
That wouldn't surprise me, actually. Probably more adults. It's probably more adults with nostalgia about it than kids that actually want to go now.
I just want somebody to open an actual fucking arcade instead of these like prize ticket games.
You don't want to go? There's an arcade you can go to.
I'm alright.
No, but also like there's a certain we want.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. I mean, shit. If they're working, I could entertain the idea.
Well, we want not even necessarily Galloping Ghost quality, but the direction of what Galloping Ghost is, where we're here for all of the hits.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about doing, but we got a long way before we can do something like that.
Speaking into existence, King.
We want to do it.
Yeah. But the idea of whatever this adult centered Chuck E. Cheese, I'm assuming they're gonna try to get like maybe some of the classic games. Like they'd have to get TMNT, right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
but they probably won't. It's all gonna be prize stuff. It's gonna be it's gonna be.
You don't go in there. It's gonna be Chuck E. Cheese for those who just skee ball,
and it's just gonna be Dave and Buster's.
With no liquor.
With no liquor.
So it's worse Dave and Buster's if I'm not clear. As a person who doesn't even drink for real, the fact that if I wanted to, I couldn't get a little mojito for Pac-Man feels like it's just a little bit less.
Or some limeades.
Hey, it'd be hidden too. Ain't that right, Nolan? But I'd be on board for that, right? You know, little. We'd at least if we got one out here, we'd have to check it out. Still ain't with the Dave and Buster's. No.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get started.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Greetings and salutations.
And crystal clear
clarity.
You're gonna put Sunset Riders, one of the greatest games ever made.
What you gonna do, Nolan? You always wanna make all the decisions. Oh, wise one.
Press R1 to get hard.
False.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Hey, yo. You're not level 50.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 169.
That's a 1 in front of a 69.
Nice. I'm Darius, and I'm feeling good. And I'm with Nolan. People can't hear your head nodding.
I know. Sorry.
We have audio listeners.
Yeah.
It's not a lot, but
they're there.
It's
I
been a
represent for them.
It's been a long week.
Yeah,
It's been a long short
year.
week.
How you feeling, Zach? That's how you feel?
Yeah.
We're only literally halfway through the year.
I know.
And it feels like it has been 20, 25, 26, and some of 27. Like,
It's been a lot going on.
been a lot, man. And we're going from like big highs to maybe some I really got to play Death Stranding so I can play Death Stranding 2 because I can just keep hearing how incredible it is.
Yeah, I keep hearing the same thing.
It's like everything that any criticism that most people had about the first one, they just said, how about we just fix that?
Yeah.
But also still kept the Kojima-ness to it.
Yeah. That's what I heard. If you even if you didn't like the first one, you might still like the second one. It's like everything that was they say everything is like they listened to everything that everybody said was wrong with the first game and fixed it. So that's always a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what Tears of the Kingdom did to Breath of the Wild. Like almost everything that everybody complained about in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom fixed. So
See, they're listening. Okay, people are listening. They pay attention.
Yeah.
Mecha Break came out.
I've been
did.
playing that.
Have you been playing it?
It's only been out one day.
Yeah.
Today's the second day.
Yep.
Me and AJ played the shit out of it last night.
Really?
Dude, it is so much fun.
Is it crossplay?
I think so.
I feel like it is.
Okay, so because I downloaded it and I did like the tutorial, and I was like, okay,
It is not what I thought it was going to be.
Me either. Like
I didn't realize it was an extraction shooter.
Is that how, okay? Because I don't understand the game yet. I did the tutorial, and then it was like when you get to the home base or whatever, I'm like, it's okay. This isn't a gotcha game.
It feels like the menus feel like a gotcha game.
Okay, all right. So I'm not alone with that.
So because I thought that last night. I think there are some gotcha to it.
Yeah, there's some you can pay for stuff.
It's cosmetic gotcha almost. But then you could also choose. I don't know. It's weird.
It's like 7 currencies on the screen in the top right, though.
Well, I remember in the demo, you played that first mission that kind of.
The tutorial?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I hadn't played the finished game yet, but I'm presuming it's similar at least. You like went through the little tunnel thing, and then you fought the boss at the end, and it just kind of showed you how everything worked. Mm-hmm. And then in the original demos, then you went to like the multiplayer game. And so then you were in like team. You were in teams, but you had different objectives that you had to do at certain parts of the map.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. That's how the demos worked anyway.
So the way the game is, there's 2 parts of the game. There's the extraction shooter part, which is the big ass map where there's a bunch of PvE to do, but then there's also other teams trying to do the PvE and extract with. You basically are trying to extract with different mods and stuff.
Gotcha.
Because you upgrade your unit and you keep upgrading them and it gets stronger and stronger, and you unlock. So you'll do. There's 3 different modes with extractions, all the same map. There's the normal, then it's something, and then extreme, I think. And they're basically difficulties. But the way the difficulty is as you go up in difficulty, you'll fight stronger enemies with more mods. And once you hit so many mods, you get like a scale. Like you start at, I don't remember what number you start at, but like once you hit 2,000 points of mods, like your battles or your item score, I guess you can say, you have to go to the next difficulty. You can't stay in the lower difficulty because your gear score is too high. And then, and I'm guessing in the next, we haven't got there yet because we're just starting out, but I'm assuming that you get better mods in the higher difficulties.
Gotcha.
But you get mods by killing PvE and doing like events in the PvE, but then you're also having to fight other squads, and it's 3v3v3. However, I don't know how many teams are in a map. I know last night the most PvP we did, we accounted for at least 7 teams, I think, or it was 6 teams. Wow. Because we had killed 2 teams ourselves. Then we saw a dead team at one of the extraction points, and then we know that somebody took that extraction point. Mm-hmm. So that's 5 teams there, and then I think we ended up fighting another team at the next extraction point. So that was 16. So we don't know. I'm not sure exactly how many teams are in a map at any given time, but the map's pretty fucking huge. And they do a really good job with the spawns, at least right now. People probably don't understand the spawns quite yet. But you generally can do a whole PvE event before you see somebody else.
Cool.
Unless somebody's like just gunning for people.
Gotcha. Which class have you been playing?
I'm playing the heavy sniper.
The heavy sniper.
The heavy sniper.
Okay, so I saw the sniper. I didn't see it.
There's a light sniper and a heavy sniper.
Okay,
I haven't tried the light one yet.
So I was looking at the basically the Zaku, which is the melee one, but it's basically the axe one.
Mm-hmm.
I think AJ was playing that.
I was looking at that one, and then I was also wanting to see what the support one did because
he messed around with that one a little bit too.
Is it really effective?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay, so I could do that and just go in with y'all.
Yeah, and you can just keep us healthy.
I could go in with y'all. Yeah. Okay, because if y'all die, man, I'm trying. I don't know how to press the button harder. But yeah, so I was actually surprised that there was like what I thought made it feel like a gotcha as it started was like you're going through these missions, and like now there was 2 missions. Or at least it gave me the option to do 2 missions, and it was like this is how the game moves, and then the other one I think was showing me how the extraction portion worked because we had to call down the beacon, and then you had like enemies coming to the beacon. Is that what happens when you do the?
Wait, say that again.
So they had me do like the movement tutorial on how to like basic controls, and you fight the boss.
Okay.
And then there was a mission after where we were going through and we fought different enemies, and then we got to a point and it was like, call down the extraction beacon.
You did that in the tutorial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit different in the actual game. In the actual game, when you're on the map, from my understanding, there's 5 extractions, but none of them are open when you start the game. And I think like so much time in it, one of them opens. So people go to that one, and then whoever takes it, it's gone. Nobody can take it again. And then the next one will open like so many minutes after that. And I think it goes to. We've never made it past the second one, so I'm pretty sure, because at the top it's 5 different things as the timer's going. So I'm assuming there's 5 extractions, but we've never made it past the second one. We've either left or died before that. So I guess you could hide away if you don't want to do any PvP. You could probably just do PvE and kind of hide away until like the last extraction, because I think everybody's fighting for the first 2 just to get out and reset.
Yeah.
Because your cargo space isn't great, so you fill up pretty quick as far as with the supplies. But they do have, like, from the tutorial, the drops. They have different drops that you can make and use while you're in there. And one of them was, I happened to find one and use it, and you can extract 3 items that you've found. Even if you die, if you use that beacon or whatever you want to call it, the drop, and it takes it away, you'll get that stuff no matter what.
So just in like the first little bit, like if you find something really good, and it's
And you go and extract. Like I found like a gold thing and then two really nice purple things. So I'm like, I'm going to extract this, and you can send it off.
Nice. Yeah, it feels like it was a lot easier to jump in and play, and like movement and all that stuff.
But then they also, I mean, outside of the extraction mode, though, but they also have like they have 6v6 and 3v3.
Just straight PvP.
Right. I don't know what kind of game modes are in it though.
Well, I was gonna say, do you get items for doing it, or was it just strictly like?
So we never tried it. AJ messaged me today saying that he messed around with it, and he says you get a shitload of currency from it.
So that's how you get that. So one mode is getting you the mods, the other one is getting you the currency.
Yeah, I mean you get currency from the extraction mode too. But he said he got a lot more from just doing the battles.
Gotcha. I would imagine they'd have to give some progression benefit to both. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's crossplay. I mean, I could put it on PC. I just downloaded it on the Xbox because I knew I could.
Yeah, well, you're having problems with your PC.
Yeah. The RAM you gave me didn't work, Noel. I know.
And I'm pretty sure the one that he has is failing. Because it shouldn't run like shit on 16 gigs.
Yeah.
Like, it runs like it's on like 2.
It does. It's like, so if I do just one thing, it's fine. But if I try to do anything else while, like, if I try to watch, like when you were streaming, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play something while he streams, and it was like, nah, I don't think you are. I think you're gonna pick one of these activities and enjoy them. Not both, sir. And even if I'm like playing something like Civilization, and I get on Discord, like I can feel it just kind of just every once in a while it's got a hiccup in my mouse.
Did you check the system to see how much RAM it's showing?
It was showing 16, but like it would go up to like 90-something% immediately when I did something else. Yeah. That's all right. We're gonna get there. We're gonna hopefully Mecha Break is crossplay. I mean, if it isn't, then it is what it is. But I feel like that game would benefit from being able to be cross accessible as much as they could be.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, I know that isn't like a cheap thing, and I don't know how much budget they got. Hopefully, they stay successful and y'all enjoy it, and we get to get some cool stories from it, because we need. The more mecha things that we can get, I think is just. I don't want us to stop having those type of video games, because there was a point we weren't getting nothing.
Yeah, I can't wait to try it out. I'll probably try it out tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the demos, the
I got in too late on those.
test, and then I guess the last one. Yeah. So, and I enjoyed what I played. So.
And then something else had come out recently. I ain't getting no.
Sorry.
Yeah. I appreciate you actually acknowledging your shortcomings. You're a good guy. Oh, did we already talk about Anthem?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
No.
We can talk about Anthem.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Anthem servers
And
are.
we can go into the Microsoft stuff right after.
Yeah. Anthem servers are shutting down as of January 12th, 2026. So essentially about 6 months from now.
Oh, so we still have the rest of the year to play.
Yeah, you got the rest of the year.
Oh boy, I was worried.
Yeah, you want to make you still got time to make it through that campaign, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because after the servers go down, you can't do that.
Yeah, and then get to the point of the story where it was clear that there was going to be like DLC that continued it after that, but that never happened.
No. Okay, so it wasn't that it didn't happen, though. Here's what actually happened. We were going to do that, right? Mm-hmm. But the initial response to the game was not good. Okay? So what we decided to do was, could we make our game more like Destiny? So we kind of like did like this big overhaul, right? To make our menus look like Destiny and just the whole presentation. But it's not Destiny.
But it's definitely not Destiny.
Okay, it's not Destiny, but
Yeah, because there's no PvP at all.
yeah, exactly. There's none. Okay, so the only thing you do,
So you half-assed Destiny.
huh?
So not only did you not do the game that you set out to do, which isn't exactly your fault because that was an EA edict that came down,
Yeah.
but
Well, you didn't have a game at first. Okay, let's talk about that. You started off very badly. You created a cutscene demo that you presented as actual gameplay. Well, you didn't actually say it was gameplay, but you didn't like debunk anybody saying it was gameplay.
Killzoned it.
Yeah. Y'all said it was gameplay. We didn't say
No,
that.
I never said it was gameplay now. It's just,
This is game
You just
footage.
assumed.
it's in-game assets.
There's no, your game doesn't look like this. There's no asset that looks like this. Not to that degree. But just a whole shaky. That's a black eye for BioWare, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Is it their fault though?
I wonder had they released the
publisher?
game. I wonder if they released the game that they originally made, if it would have been different. Because originally it was just a multiplayer RPG. Mm-hmm. That's all it was. It's like, we want to do this with multiplayer, like basically a co-op RPG. I would have been all over it.
Yeah, but see, the problem is we just heard that Square is doing Outriders, and we can't. I mean, Eidos or Crystal Dynamics, one of them people over there, is doing Outriders, and that's basically a multiplayer RPG. But 3 players with 4 classes. But that's a whole nother issue that they'll have to sort out that they won't. So we can't do that. We got to do something else. You know what makes money? Live services. How about this? Let me talk to you for a second. Take your idea, right? Which in theory doesn't seem like a bad game. And then let's say it sells, I don't know, 1 million copies, right? It might take us, I don't know, 15, 20 million to make it. That's a good margin of profit, right? But what if you could sell that many copies, but then also figure out a way to keep charging people so that we make that much money like multiple times? So it's like you're selling 2 million copies, but like, I don't know, like every year for like 10 years. Do that.
Yeah.
And we got
But also with no experience in it, do it poorly.
but you're BioWare. You guys, you figure it out, you know.
BioWare makes RPGs, man.
You're good.
We make single player RPGs. This was our dipping the toes into something a little bit more.
It's the same. It is making like a single player RPG with multiple people and microtransactions and DLC and but make it so that everybody wants to constantly play it.
SWTOR already exists. Was that not enough?
No, we don't. Because if we got one of those, right? What if we had, I don't know, 7? It's the EA. We don't do. If one thing works,
I think you're trying to be Sony now.
No, because EA's made a lot of money with this formula. Take a mode, right? It works. It's super popular. They love it. Copy and paste that to as many other IPs as possible. Which is why when the Ultimate Team works in FIFA, it has to be in every other sports game we make. Because even if we don't make FIFA money from the Ultimate Team, we can make Madden.
Some money.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the profit margin is there.
I'm surprised they didn't have Ultimate Team in Anthem.
Who? Hey, I don't know the characters you're giving me cards for. What is this? Which, to a degree, they kind of put Ultimate Team in Mass Effect. If we're being honest, with the multiplayer mode where you got to pull cards to get your classes.
Yeah.
They and Mass Effect Andromeda had Ultimate Team. It's like, oh, you want a vanguard of that race because that would be the perfect thing. We could let you just create the character, right? Mm-hmm. Nah, draw the character. Hope you get it. You know how many soldiers I got in that game? I don't play soldiers in Mass Effect. It's like, bro, I don't.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you don't have to do the multiplayer to get the good ending. So
you don't have to do the multiplayer to get the good ending in Mass Effect 3 either.
Oh, that's what they said anyway.
That's what they said, but that it was not true.
That's what they had said.
Yeah. Multiplayer was kind of fun though. You can admit that. No,
it was fun.
Yeah,
it actually was fun. I actually found myself playing it a lot.
Oh, my galactic readiness was maxed out. We were still running missions. Once I got the what's the race of Liar? Asari. Yeah. I got the Asari Vanguard. I was like, yeah, I'm good. We're good now. Let's just run this. Let's keep doing this. She's going on all kinds of adventures. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But so from the good memories to some not good memories. Microsoft made an announcement today. A couple of things. One, Helldivers 2 will be on the Xbox, an Xbox platform, August 26th. The same day, Gears Reloaded comes out.
Something for everybody.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
Makes you wonder, huh?
What is that? Just seems like a weird idea. Now, I don't know how marketing and stuff lands with each other, and we don't know when this deal was made.
Yeah, I mean, Sony's watching Microsoft be there, for the top 5 games on their console, and it's like, hey, we got like one game that actually came out and was a hit. Well,
what do you mean? The Last of Us Ultra Edition came out and it did fine.
The Last of Us Part 2, Part 4.
It did fine. Okay. So many people watch the show now that have now got the game, and this time they can get the definitive edition.
The definitive ultimate highlight edition. Yeah.
Bro, when the PS6 comes out, it has to have that game, doesn't it? It's going to be both of them.
It's probably going to be a launch title.
It's going to be a launch title.
Yeah.
It's going to be 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Last of Us Part 2.
Well, that's probably Part 1 and 2. We're going
Part 2. And then God of War remake.
The Greek trilogy or the
No, the one that you got on PS4.
No, the original one.
No, the one you got on PS4.
Oh, that remake.
Yeah, we're gonna remake that for the PS6, and then
that's crazy.
You're gonna get Ratchet and Clank All for One remake because for some reason that's what people want.
Yeah, I keep seeing that.
Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
No, I just pulled that out of my ass. So
no, you talking about the one where you could play as the 4 people at the same time, right?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
I was just for some reason that was the first one that came to mind.
Okay. I've seen people say a lot of remakes and like HD upgrades, and I'm like, just go play the game. Like I've seen several people this week say, "Where's the Red Dead 2 upgrade?" Because they announced some DLC for Red Dead 2 online.
For real?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, like a whole it's like 5 multiplayer missions.
Is that why I saw folks playing it this week?
It's not quite the zombie one, but it's like you remember the zombie one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Tales from the Borderlands or whatever it was called.
Undead Nightmare.
Undead Nightmare.
Borderlands.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I keep seeing people like under the posts for that game. They're like, "Where's the Red Dead 2 PS5 upscale with 4K?" And it's like, bro, what are you talking? Just go play Red Dead, bro. Red Dead 2 is still
it's still a pretty good looking game.
Play it on PC and it still looks amazing,
bro. Yeah. It looks incredible. Just you don't need that. Let them go. If we don't get a shadow drop of Grand Theft Auto 6, don't talk to them about games. Let them do that.
Yeah.
You see them jiggle physics, bro? I need that game to work. She was twerking in that cutscene, bro. I need that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dump truck.
Well, EA did make some other announcements. unfortunately.
EA, you mean Microsoft?
Yeah, Microsoft. Yeah, I'm sure EA is gonna do like a shareholder call tomorrow, like right after we finish this. They'll do a
Look
EA.
what Microsoft's doing. We should do the same.
Yeah, they're gonna do like a treehouse or something and be like, "Hey, we're bringing back the Jungle Strike and the Desert Strike series."
Hey, that actually, I wouldn't be upset by that.
That's why they never gonna do it. You got as much chance of getting that, Nolan, as I do of getting Hunter the Reckoning remade. It's the perfect time for a game like that. Tell me I'm wrong, Nolan.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. But anywho, Microsoft announced, first and foremost, a whole bunch of layoffs, unfortunately.
700?
9,000.
9,000, yeah.
Good God.
Nolan, you were off.
Yeah, I was way off. But that's still only 4% of their entire workforce.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Microsoft games,
Microsoft, but it's a lot of.
That's a lot.
I made it sound
of
a lot
employees.
worse than it was, but
But there's 10,000 people that work in solitaire. I'm not trying to hear that.
yeah,
that's the people that work on solitaire.
Like I'm sure there's a person who started.
I'm pretty sure they could have cut that down to 1,000 people, and they'd be all right.
What do you mean? Well, we're not gonna fire Julian from. We're not fire her. Okay, she been here 30 years. She wrote the first lines of solitaire for Windows. No number, just Windows. But anyway, yeah, it was mostly in their video game department though. They basically were saying that they were trying to get rid of redundancies in middle management, but also like, I'm assuming what they, because the more and more I try to read up on this stuff within the industry, a lot of times I've seen or I've read about where things get canceled because what they could show wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Like this just wasn't enough for what they should have had at that point in development. You know, regardless of what crunch would have been and all that stuff, they still needed to be at least, at this point, and they weren't. And unfortunately, stuff doesn't get, greenlit to go further. Perfect Dark. The Perfect Dark remake or reboot has been shut down.
Or went out for a real one.
Yeah. And the studio that was making the game, The Initiative, has been shut down as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They must have just been fucking thumbing the ass, just banging each other. I don't know.
They probably.
I don't know what you do in those kind of companies.
I'm assuming they just decided to cut the losses. It wasn't far enough along to go ahead and push it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Explains why they hadn't showed it in a while.
Yeah, and that stuff is starting to get kind of.
I mean, they showed it back in the VGAs. That's the last
the
time I saw
previous
it.
year.
No, it was last year.
I don't think they showed it at the VGAs.
No, but it's
I think
all
it was last
time is a
summer.
social construct and it runs together. But I'm thinking that's the year before, man.
Yeah, I think it was the last summer at the least.
It was the Baldur's Gate winning everything Game Awards.
No, I could have sworn we just talked about it.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt when you see it.
This is a year ago. The 2024 showcase.
Yeah, so it was last summer Game Fest.
It's Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, it's a year. Yeah,
Okay.
a year ago.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that long ago.
I thought it was.
I mean,
I
it's
thought it
still
was
a year
I thought
'cause
it
I
was
was-
the previous
I
year's
thought for
Game
sure-
Awards in December.
Well, I thought for sure we were going to see it at Game Awards last year, and we didn't. And then I thought for sure we were going to see it at the first Microsoft thing this year, and we didn't. And then we didn't see it again, just a few weeks ago. So I was already a little concerned, but I also was like hoping, because I know
We hadn't heard
Fable-
about Pragmata or whatever you want to call it. We hear.
Well, that's
Right.
why it became a joke, and then
Right.
it became an actual game. That's
But-
not supposed to happen.
But I figured maybe they were holding it till next year because they moved Fable back to next year because this year had enough stuff in it, basically. Mm-hmm. Whereas like, well, we can give them more time to polish that game, and it'll be our big game for next year. And I was hoping Perfect Dark was gonna, come out next year along with all of that stuff. But
Nah.
that's the one I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah. It just we are lacking some pure action games, or what could be pure action games. I'm sure that game would have had, stealth stuff, gadget stuff, like a bunch of different things. At least that's the expectation from a Perfect Dark game. Mm-hmm. But just like I downloaded Stranglehold. It was on GOG for like $3, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want mindless just shoot, like the possibility of just shooting stuff up. Like we don't have Max Payne. We're waiting on Max Payne.
Are they making it? Who's making it?
Remedy's supposed to be remaking the first two,
Oh, that's right.
but we hadn't heard anything, so we don't know. Like even if they show us a trailer, you're still looking at like a year from whenever they show the first trailer, if we're lucky. Perfect Dark we assumed was so much further along that the next time we saw it, we would get a release date. And
that was a hope.
Yeah. So, it sucks. Another game and studio that were affected was Rare and Everwild.
That's right, Everwild.
Which we made a mention that they had been talking about other stuff they were doing, but like Everwild, it got announced and then just
nothing.
Yeah, it seemed like every time I tried talking about it, I had to remind you guys what it was.
Bro, that's not our fault though. That's their fault.
I'm not saying that was your fault. I'm just saying like that's how often they talked about it.
Is that the game with the people and the animals and the something?
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. At one point, I thought that Avowed was Everwild. Because like they announced them at that same little thing.
Yeah, I think they announced
and then we saw one and not the other, and I was like, oh, that's the game Rare working on. And they was like, that's Obsidian. So in this time, Obsidian releases like 3 games, and Rare could not get
got nothing.
And then a lot of the leadership apparently was either laid off or quit with the cancellation of the game. And apparently some people who were in charge of some aspects of it had already quit. And like, because we don't know these people, no one noticed. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, apparently that was a different director. The other director quit 6 months ago.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we ever saw gameplay from that game, did we?
No. We saw basically an announcement teaser.
Right.
Basically. Yeah.
And then
some folks sitting around a fire or something, and then like dancing with some lights, and then telling animals what to do.
What kind of game is that?
I don't think they knew what kind of game it was. So
I imagine, man, like if you don't have an IP already in place, you're trying to make up an original idea, and you don't have like somebody who can like focus the direction of it. And I mean, you probably need a team of people just to keep the game in scope.
Mm-hmm.
So. And then, who knows if this is going to be the end of it, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't predicated on Microsoft's having a down year, they got to, trim the fat or anything. This is just they're operating at a nice profit.
I mean, part of me thinks that some of this might just be I won't say self-correction, but
an overcorrection of buying everything.
Well, yeah, just they bought so much stuff, and then
they bought stuff.
When COVID hit, everybody kind of swelled their development teams up, trying to hurry up and get these games out. But if you didn't get your game out by 2021, you were too late.
Yeah.
So
money was gone. Everybody had spent it.
But I do feel like some of this is, buying so many studios and having, this guy that's a EP and this guy that's an EP, and now they're under the same thing, but they both do the same thing. But do we really need them both? Well, it's fine for right now, I guess, and until we need to get rid of some of this.
It's like when GameStop bought EB Games, and it's like, well, I mean, all of them still make money, so let's keep them. And then eventually they're like, okay,
we gotta start closing some.
It's too many of them.
There's no reason to have stores across the street from each other.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but at one point though,
it was all right.
It was making money. Everybody was, So yeah, I mean, I think, and people kind of foreshadowed that, like, some of it was doom casting, but some of it was just like you said, it's gonna be really hard to see how you get both of these studios who do the same type of game. Like one of those games eventually isn't gonna come out, or like they're probably gonna tell them to make something else or change what they do, or just who knows.
Yeah, I think it's just realignment. Which, I'm not trying to make an excuse for it or anything like that, but yeah, a lot of it I'm sure was realignment. All right, we just have too many folks here. Like you said, there was a lot of redundancies that they kind of saw, which might have also slowed stuff down. What's the saying?
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, yeah, that, or just diminishing returns.
Don't say the other one.
What's the other one?
What?
So it's a Native American reference.
Oh, for real? I had no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, I guess we'll skip it. No, it's like, you can't get 9 women to make a baby, in 1 month. It's like, that's not how it works type of deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were going.
I thought we was going to the 40s for a second. I was like, you started getting black and white. Like, ooh.
But kind of, it doesn't always help to have more
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
folks there. So
That's just him being inside a room with a spreadsheet, crunching numbers, talking about, yep, get rid of that. And then get a little less of that.
sometimes it does suck to understand why these things happen. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's even right. But, yeah.
I understand.
I understand. Yeah.
You just put a suit and tie on just now.
Well, it's like when the game consoles were coming out this past gen, $500. Well, if you look what's inside of it, it kind of makes sense. But now we're talking about
Which is crazy
again.
'cause up until the price changes, none of the consoles are still more expensive than the PS fucking 3.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
That's true.
So, hey, bro, I think we should do an episode on the arrogance of Sony when they win the console generation. Because them winning that PS2 thing, buddy, you couldn't tell them nothing. Like, we almost got a boomerang controller. We were real close. And I think you guys were losers for not making that happen. But we were this close to getting a giant silver boomerang controller and a chrome system.
They showed it. Yep.
Like they would. What do you mean they won't buy it? Look at it. Like, bro, they literally made a platinum idol for the PS3.
Basically,
They were like, people will bow to it. They will worship it. We are Sony. We are in everyone's house. None of people y'all went to their house and they just had a PS2 just casually sitting next to the TV. Man, where you got that? We got it for DVDs, but we also got GTA. Like,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go and pop that in. I know the codes and we'll get that going. This afternoon has become from probably boring to fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the PS3 is a.
It is. Yeah.
What do you mean people won't love it? Look at it.
What do you
It's
mean?
got two things in it. It's got two sets of chips running at the same time for
Yeah.
no reason.
Absolutely no reason.
No game except for Metal Gear Solid 4 uses both of those chips. I refuse to believe any other games on the PS3 use both of those chips.
Mag.
Oh, well, MAG is different. It's 128 people out there, Zach. You got to use both of the
Gotta
chips for
use
that.
it, yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. No.
We don't even do that now with the game.
64 is the highest you won't get.
No, here's the best part. Let's call it Beyond HD, but have it come with AV cords.
What? You can get a Sony HDMI cable, Nolan.
You can't even give me
$49.99.
component cables. Can't even give me component
Well,
cables.
hey, first and foremost, Nolan. Okay, rich
Give me
man.
AV cables.
Listen, rich man.
Beyond HD, everybody. Beyond HD.
When the PS3 came out, I knew 3 people who had component cables on their TV.
I
Okay?
did.
Yeah, of course you did.
Well, yeah.
Fancy man.
Trust me, I was not
My
fancy.
TV had three colors: red, yellow, white. Okay,
I was not fancy at all.
I had a fat ass TV.
I did too, but it had component hook
Oh, Trinitron over here.
Yeah. No, what Trinitron is the Toshiba version of it. Some good stuff, man.
I bet. I don't know nothing about none of that.
Get close to the same quality for much less. Anyway, but that's what drove me nuts. It's like I remember working at the EB Games and the first boxes came in, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at and reading the side of it to see what all it comes with because I know customers are going to ask questions, and I'm like,
That was for
wait,
you.
this says AV
That's
cable?
not for customers.
No. It's got to come with an HDMI cable or at least component cable. No, this thing comes with AV cables, regular old AV cables.
Regular ass.
Yeah, I'm saying regular ass.
Like, oh my God, I was so mad. Beyond HD, and
Same thing that we came with.
Yep.
AV cable.
That's crazy. Man, I know Nintendo saved
You know
us.
what's even crazier?
What?
The same thing the Saturn came with. AV cables.
That is wild.
Same thing.
It's
the
90.
Dreamcast
That's like
came with.
95 to like 2006.
Same
hell,
thing.
did the first PlayStation still come with the UHF things?
No,
the prongs?
you had to buy those.
Yeah, but
Yeah, 'cause
but
Came
it
with
was
AV
available.
cables, right?
It came with AV cables. Yeah, they were available because I had to buy one. I always had to buy. I
remember we rented a
coaxial cable.
PlayStation 1 before we had one, and the rental came with one.
The rental had both, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we still needed it when
They
we
got their
rented our
coaxial,
PlayStation.
baby.
Yeah.
Listen, and 95 when I first played the PlayStation, half of that year I had a TV that had an RF adapter that was plugged into screws that turned it into a coaxial cable.
Mm-hmm.
So AV, that was an absurd thing. That was for like VCRs.
Rich. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bro, you got a flow model TV.
Yeah.
It's got that.
Well, hell, our big TV, we didn't realize at the time it just had the little prongs and the coax, and like 4 or 5 years after we bought it, I think one of us accidentally like hit the front of the TV and the little door fell off.
Oh, yeah, the door.
And there was AV cables there. It's like we had AV cables this whole time. We had no idea it was in the front of the TV.
I know exactly because
Yes.
I have a feeling I have the same memory like that.
Bro, you kids don't understand.
Oh, actually, it was video on top of it. It was AV and the little plug in there. We didn't know what that thing was
When I got
until
the
like
original Xbox,
a while after
I was
that.
living large. So I had an S video on
It's
it.
video, yo. Okay, two things. One, both of y'all. S video. That cable didn't exist to me for like 10 years. It was like,
Well, like I said,
that wasn't until I was in
I
high
didn't
school.
know what an S video was until years after we found out that old ass TV had an S video on it.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But also, TVs used to have secret compartments, okay? We used to be a proper country. It blended in with the wood grain.
Uh-huh.
And then it'd be like, boop, look at that. Look at this other stuff. Oh, my goodness. That's good stuff. But no, we was talking about the AV cables all the way in the Wii, and I'm like, the price of manufacturing that Wii, I mean, because the infrared technology was not expensive. No. Like, they were making a killing on Wiis.
Yeah.
They had the AV cable with it.
They were living large.
It was a GameCube with
You know how many
modified.
great games we got in the Wii, but it was on the Wii. Like almost every first party Nintendo game during the Wii era was like
Good.
so good.
Yeah. I'm talking about quality.
Two Galaxies, the Prime series,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess, Animal Crossing, Skyward Sword.
There was a Pikmin on the Wii.
Skyward Sword was on the Wii, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Super Mario Brothers was on there.
New Super Mario
yeah.
Brothers.
Like if Nintendo did something on the Wii,
All
it
the
was really
sports
good.
games were great. Smash Brothers was. I enjoyed Smash Brothers.
Bro,
on the Wii.
Oh, I
Bro.
loved Brawl.
Subspace Emissary.
Yeah.
Subspace, yeah, exactly.
I mean, like we could complain about whatever you want to, but ain't none of them did that
Emissary
shit.
was-
It was a weird choice to add a random slip mechanic to the game.
What do you mean? Stop falling. Take this L.
Well, yeah.
I grabbed you because I saw you slipped.
Well, that was to stop the competitive folks from doing the stuff that they didn't want them to do.
Stop doing cheats and telling them that it's skills. Stop
No
it.
wave dashing, no shine sparking, no
Bro.
whatever else. Yeah.
First of all, the way you holding the controller to make this stuff happen, you can't tell me this ain't that. The game wasn't made to be played like that.
Yeah.
The diagram says hold it like this, so you can't do those combinations. You got your controller halfway to the. There were some really good third party things on the Wii as well, because the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles.
Yeah, which I'm still surprised.
Dude, I don't understand how VR isn't.
How hasn't
Just take it.
rail shooters?
How hasn't Capcom put those on VR yet?
Well, Beat Saber no longer supports PlayStation VR, so I think that might be on the pump.
I think that's just because it's old.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think it has anything to do with PlayStation because they're still pumping games out for it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's the Beat
But I
Saber
don't
folks.
understand
Capcom has got a. You know what's crazy? So Capcom has a weird deal with Sony where they do VR stuff for them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like mainline Resident Evil, The Village, the 4 remake, all of that, right? And still, you haven't just ported over the Dark Side Chronicles.
Well, I wonder if Nintendo has a deal where they can.
They put it on the PS3,
They did. Okay, well,
so because you
I
can
don't
play
understand why they're not like they should be leaning hard into the rail shooter genre.
there must be
made
a
for
reason.
VR.
I
Now,
know.
There
High
is
prices, LA machine gun,
LA machine guns,
If Namco could release just a collection,
$50.
yeah,
You ain't even got to remake them.
Time Crisis 1, 2, and 3, then like Crisis Zone and whatever they made after that.
LA machine guns.
There's Time Crisis 4.
Yeah,
Hey man,
it's all right there.
Hey,
LA,
them
House
games,
of the
them
Dead.
games get
LA
hard.
machine guns.
All right.
What was it, Gunblade?
Yes, Gunblade.
What about all those PS2 GunCon games?
Yeah.
Yeah,
With Vampire Hunter. Like I said, House of the Dead game.
So House of the Dead 2 remake is a has no release date, but Sega is doing that. They just hadn't said how it worked.
Or what it's going to be on?
Yeah, well, it's at least going to be on console and PC, but they didn't say like how the support for it works. Because I know that there's the you can get those basically they're gun guns for the HD TVs and stuff, and they work on like Steam and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there should be a focused push for those games.
Bro, I wish I could make video games. You'd make a killing on them.
They're just waiting to be. They're
Steam
waiting
VR.
for you.
No, I don't understand.
Railgun shooters and Steam VR.
Like why? Hey, look, somebody just go ahead and make a good Red Steel for VR. It's right there.
Red Steel 2 was actually a pretty good game.
You got to get the Wii Motion Plus though.
Yeah. I mean that was how I got my Wii Motion Plus.
A lot of people got it from Red Steel 2.
Red Steel 2, and it was actually really
Built-in
fun.
one or the little dongle?
What's the dongle? You gotta get the dongle.
Yeah.
They're selling a little booster pack where you get the game in it. Bro,
That's how I got it. I got
extra large
I got
condom?
my first one in. I got my first one with Red Steel 2, and my second one with
Wii Sports Resort,
no, not Sports. It was the other one.
Skyward Sword.
No.
Deca Sports?
Bro, that's crazy.
If
he bought Deca Sports.
No, it was like the
I thought you said
games.
the other sports game.
No,
Yeah, I mean, that was the other.
It wasn't sports. It was like a collection of different games. And
Pilot
stuff.
Wings.
No, I think
Because that was
Wii Music?
I can't remember the name
Wii
of
Play?
it, but I know like
Play?
I think it was Wii Play. It might have
Yeah.
been Wii Play. Yeah,
I
'Cause
think-
that was the one that
I think
had
Wii
the-
Play came with motion.
It did.
yeah, that was the one that had the ping
Table
pong.
table tennis. Yeah,
and like
darts.
darts and stuff. Yeah. So I think that's how I got. If I'm not mistaken, that's
And
how
it
I
had
got my
billiards
second
and stuff?
Wii Motion
Yeah.
Plus. Yeah.
And all the bar games.
It was.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all drinking? Dude, Wii Music. I just saw people talking about E3, and I know that.
Lord.
Well, first and foremost, people's nostalgia for E3, they be lying a little bit. Like E3 was amazing, and it was also the only thing that we really had. Now, if you got to go to E3, which I never did, your memories are going to be incredible. But all of us, but everybody didn't go. I know y'all didn't go. Y'all lied on the internet.
I had a chance.
I'm not gonna do it with you today. I don't have time. I don't have time to do this with you. Can't believe it. Why would you say that? That's like saying you could have seen Michael Jackson and you didn't take the
Well,
opportunity.
it was the E3 where
Could you have saw Michael Jackson?
No, but I could have played
You play Street Fighter with Michael Jackson? Don't lie to me.
which one was it? I guess that was Twilight Princess. That was the year Twilight Princess was playable on the floor. Yeah.
You could have went to E3 for Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Like the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
Because after that, I think after Twilight Princess, we got the Wii Music E3, which was like the end of E3.
It was definitely the end of Nintendo's E3 anyway.
They seemed so shocked that we didn't think that what's his name, Apple Diap from the Black Eyed Peas playing fake drums on the Wii Music thing, like that was gonna sell it.
Hey man,
It didn't.
you know. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
But Rock Band was dead by the time Wii Music came out.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were past
It
it.
wasn't dead yet.
Post Rock Band 2, they had a significant drop off in.
They were retired.
It was of its
dead.
time, and that time had passed.
I didn't realize. Okay, just side note. Rock Band was released like 10 months apart. Rock Band and Rock Band 2.
Were they?
Yes, and Harmonix was 100% against it, and Activision said, "Who cares?"
Basically, yeah.
They were like, "Nobody cares. Release it and keep doing it." It was when they were killing franchises like Rock Band and Tony Hawk and all of that stuff. Yeah, because y'all didn't buy that board. That's what killed Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk Ride.
We could do oh my god, failed peripherals. That's an amazing episode. Do a blind ranking for that.
Well, talking about Microsoft, did you see they announced they're doing a VR headset.
Yeah,
First of all, based on
Microsoft?
the
Yeah.
based on the
MetaQuest.
the Meta Quest.
It's basically they're just putting the Xbox logo on things now.
Basically,
So the ally,
which I
You're getting other people to make the shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
I had
that would
kinda
be really
called.
cool. The Xbox logo on that.
I had kind of called it because I
What
remember
if-
I remember thinking to myself, it's like I can't imagine Microsoft with all the hardware issues that they're having now, selling the hardware that they made themselves, So I imagine they're just going to go to like Asus or one of the other companies that already has a handheld and just put an Xbox on it. And that's basically what they did. But
Are they? Hold on, let me just ask you this, because what you just said too, Zach. Do you think that somebody in Microsoft, like the Xbox division, is seeing their employees using devices and being like, "Why don't we just put an Xbox logo?" Like that's how they're getting their ideas is literally like, I saw a dude in the break room with one of those little it wasn't the Steam Deck though, but he was doing Steam on it. Couldn't we just get a Microsoft version of that? It's like, well, call him in the office. He's like, what's that thing you was playing on? Like, I wasn't playing on nothing. Yes, you was. He's like, it's an ally. It's like, this ain't a Steam Deck? Nah. Would it work like a Steam Deck? Yeah. See if we can get the Microsoft app and the Steam to work on that at the same time. Just throw a logo in there. Boom. Because, yeah, they said the Meta Quest, and I'm like, but that's like a not successful thing. Like
It's successful.
it's successful.
So it is successful. It is not quite successful, which is what all of these companies will keep telling their shareholders, which is that we're going to have, X number of units in households. It's never going to get there. What, besides Microsoft putting their logo on it, are they going to actually devote any actual software?
I don't know. But what I do know is that it went on pre-sale last week and it sold out.
Which one?
The Meta Quest 3 Xbox.
The Xbox Meta Quest, yeah.
You just got an Xbox button literally on the side of the headset.
They didn't. Have they talked about it at all?
Not really. I mean, they announced it, but
So we don't know a whole lot about it.
There's no flagship title that has been announced or anything.
That's fair. I mean, that's okay. But if it integrates Game Pass,
Do you think it would? So there's a couple things about that, because I thought about that when I saw it too. They didn't show like a controller that would mimic the Xbox controller. If it's the Quest controllers, they don't quite have as many buttons.
we got buttons now.
I mean, they do.
The newest ones do.
Like they're gonna have like I know they got the sticks, and I know they got the AXYB stuff, but they don't have like a bumper, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not playing the same games on the Quest.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Playing
Like
VR games.
But what if they did it to where you could play? Because they keep talking about this gaming anywhere thing. Like everything is I start here and I play over here and I play it there. Like put it to where a screen comes up and I can play my Xbox Anywhere games in the VR world with the VR controllers, but I'm sitting sitting in front of a TV essentially, or a screen.
Yeah.
So it has.
I know there's another version of that has.
I think you're only missing the bumpers.
Okay.
And they could put that on there.
And you can put that anywhere.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they
buy
have
new control-
triggers. They have the A, B, X, Y. They have the start and select, or whatever they call it now. Options and share, or whatever the fuck they want to call
Where
it.
I'm not acknowledging any version of this.
You can
other than
push the
start and
joystick.
select.
You can push the joysticks in. They could easily put another button where your trigger is.
Yeah.
And they hadn't showed anything, so as far as we know, they might even have it already with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be like the old Wii nunchuck. Just put another button, just a smaller button up there, and then
Yeah, that was
a button under it.
Put a little CZ.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, I just thought that was interesting, especially since Microsoft was seemed pretty vehemently against VR.
I think they were hurt from Kinect.
No, they already added the button. It looks like it.
Oh, and they got the controller. So I bet you can't play them Play Anywhere games. You can just use the Xbox
You just
controller.
use the Xbox controller, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
there it is. So,
Hey, just like you said Game Pass, Zach, right up under that 3 months
Oh,
of
yeah,
Game
3
Pass.
months of
Game
Game
Pass
Pass
included.
included.
Yep.
But yeah, you can see at least what it looks like. They have the trigger, and then they have this side button now.
Uh-huh.
I just looked at the other Quest controllers. I didn't see those side buttons.
Yep, they're gonna be just for that one. S makes me
Probably.
nervous though. Where's the 3X? Because that one ain't gonna have as many teraflops. I'm trying to get my high fidelity VR. I really need as many of those as possible. So, but it's got like 7 lenses in it now. It's got to be better, right?
Gotta
Show.
be.
If I ask someone about their hardware or any sort of specs and they say for sure, I'm out. I'm not buying that. Or I might have to buy it.
Jeez. So yeah, it's definitely some interesting times.
Yeah, what like Microsoft is turning into. Like I know you said the Netflix of games, but that just seems like a weird thing to try to be because it's never going to work that way.
I mean, it's kind of what they want to be, though.
It's what they want to be, right? But they're like
They want the game anywhere, anytime, any place.
You talking about
Anyway.
video games still? What are you talking about when you? Yeah, but it's like what we kind of wanted Sega to do when the Dreamcast started going down. It's like, hey man, put your stuff on everything, and they were like, no, and then they went out of business, and then put their stuff on everything. Like they had to get humbled, and Microsoft was like, we're not going to wait for it to happen. We're just gonna go ahead and.
I mean, it's probably honestly, it's probably the smart direction to go. I think they can still do whatever they want, and they don't have to worry about losing money on console sales every fucking time they sell a console.
They're still gonna. It's gonna make at least one more Xbox, right?
That's what they said. So
because you got to shoot again,
and they said recently that yes, they still plan to announce a brand new hardware within like the next year.
Yeah, because 2027 is when we start to really get into.
I think the Series X is a great console.
I do too.
I've always said that.
I do. Every time I go back to it, I was like, man, this thing is
expansion card
awesome.
for it.
I need to.
Yeah, brother. Look, I was mad I bought it because I'm like, you gonna make me have to find, and then I can't stand y'all.
What?
I bought an expansion card for it.
The little terabyte
Expansion card.
expansion.
Yeah, the expanded memory.
Oh,
Yeah,
but you can just uninstall games.
bro. The games take up too much space.
I've yet to fill that thing.
You got Call of Duty?
Hell no.
Okay.
Why would I play Call of Duty?
All right, see, there we go. I gotta have Call of Duty because sometimes people want to play Call of Duty.
Yep.
I got Diablo, which the new season just started, and I'm digging it. So been doing that. And then Jordan, I gotta have Fortnite for Jordan. I gotta have Overwatch for Jordan. And I gotta have Grand Theft Auto for Jordan. Okay, we gotta do heists. I gotta rob places with my daughter.
She plays Overwatch?
Oh yeah, bro. The whole that Overwatch like.
Is your daughter a D-Gen?
Oh yes, yeah. Now she only plays healer because my baby's nice. Okay, she only plays support, but also she be getting tight. I be having to catch her, be like, hey, your mama home. You can't say that. Okay,
I know he's
like I know she just texted me and said, you heard Jordan? What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, you getting us in trouble now. Like yeah, but she be in this Winston. Dad, you see how terrible this Winston is? I be like, hey. He is bad though. Like he has been diving. He's feeding. He's being. But yeah. So the thing fills up. But I'm telling you, 1 terabyte is all you need. Okay, 1 more terabyte, you're fine. Everything is good. You can have. I Baldur's Gate because at some point we're supposed to play a campaign.
Yeah.
I gotta stay ready.
We're also supposed to do I about to call it Starfield.
Star Citizen.
No.
Our citizen, right? Yeah.
No, the thing they were supposed to be doing.
Yeah. The tabletop. How you talking about? Mass Effect.
What the fuck is it called?
Starbound.
No.
Starfield.
No.
No Man's Sky. Like now I'm just naming games because I don't know what we're talking about.
Starfinder.
Starfield. That's what it's called. Dang.
Isn't that what it's called?
It is Starfinder. I thought it was Starbound for real. Like, I was very confident that it was
Starbound is that Terraria type space game.
Yeah, okay. That's the one you and Steven beat.
Yeah.
I hate y'all.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but y'all already did it, so I can't do it with you.
I mean,
Y'all play-
I'm down to go again.
Okay, I'll play. I got it.
I like Starbound was a great game.
Yeah. But yeah, so it says the Series X, we all agree that it's a fantastic system. You kind of almost have to have Game Pass to get the most out of it. But even if you didn't, you could still play pretty much most things.
Yeah.
So, but I would like to see whatever next system. I think Microsoft is doing a better job of. Yeah, they're probably not going to win the console race, right?
And they I think they even obviously if you're losing, you're going to come out and say, well, we're not really in the console wars.
I think they're in the money making wars, and they figured out a way for themselves to be extremely profitable, even if they're not selling that much hardware.
Yeah,
and I think that's the best thing.
At the end of the day, you don't make your money on the console; you make your money on the software. And they've went go straight in for the software side.
Yep,
with Game Pass and everything.
Game Pass,
They
the
figured out a way,
Activision.
how do we make guaranteed money every month?
Yeah. They getting it from me twice a month. Because Overwatch gives you a bunch of skins and stuff, so she had to get that.
Maybe y'all can play League together.
Brother, I will not subject my child to that cesspool.
I have played about 8 League games over the last 2 weeks.
What are you doing,
And I'm
man?
ashamed of myself.
Filthy.
No, I probably won't. Now that Mecha breaks out, I probably won't play it anymore.
Well, you got an extraction mech game? Yeah, you are lit.
I'm straight.
Now we got to, if it's not crossplay, I'm gonna have to download it on PC and just I'll go on Discord on my Xbox. We'll make it work. See, multitasking. You also got Discord built into your Xbox, bud. What do you want? Anywho, so
There was one more thing. Wasn't there?
Donkey Kong or no?
Oh yeah, that's right. You wanted to talk about Donkey Kong.
Yes. So we are very knowledgeable about all of this stuff, and we are geniuses, and we also see the future, and we can tell things that no other person could possibly figure out. So with Donkey Kong, we made this comment, and we all agreed that Donkey Kong has the production value of a mainline Mario, right? Just everything about it, the way it looks, the way it seems to play, all of it just seems like, A-team material. Well, it turns out we were all correct. The Odyssey team is the one who primarily developed this game. So this is what they've been doing since Odyssey. Yeah.
There's no Odyssey 2.
No, nobody's confirmed or denied.
Odyssey. I don't think we'll get an Odyssey 2 this year.
No, this seems to be Nintendo's flagship platformer of the year. So whatever else we get will probably not be that.
So that means
Animal Crossing is looking,
dude,
it's looking a whole lot better.
It seems like there's going to be
more likely
a great chance that's what a lot of people said when they heard that too. They were commenting like pictures of Isabelle, because Nintendo did something where they either tweeted a picture of Isabelle or announced that they're going to have some sort of showcase thing, not like a direct, but they tweeted it out with the picture of Isabelle, and everybody's like, "It's it, that's it right there."
Yes, probably.
Which again, we thought makes a lot of sense, man.
Makes a lot of sense
from a console mover, from a flagship, like emerging as a flagship IP. Like Animal Crossing is pretty high on the list for them.
Yeah.
So, and it's been
this game looks so good.
It does, right?
Every time I see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and. This is probably gonna make me break down and go ahead and do it because it just.
A week after next.
Yeah.
I saw something the other day.
2 weeks from today.
They're making, I don't know if it was a rumor or if it was a leaked photo, but the Pokemon Z to A or whatever the fuck it's called, Legend ZA, is getting a console bundle.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
I don't even like that game.
And it's getting okay, like I said, I'm not 100% sure this is real. This might be just.
Oh, it's AI.
Is it?
I don't know.
Why is it so small?
Yeah, it's definitely it then. No, I think they're on.
But it's supposed to get a custom dock and custom Joy-Cons.
Ooh, the black with the green and the black.
Yeah,
that would be fine. Oh, that's right, because they are doing that weird Pokemon as the main one this time. That Zygon or whatever it is, I don't know. It's because it's kind of a continuation of because it's got characters from what is it, Diamond or Black? I think.
No, you ain't asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you, Nolan. Tell us about Pokemon,
I
man.
have no idea.
but I don't. That might be completely made up. So who knows?
I don't know. The internet be telling the truth, but they be lying. But yeah, the Donkey Kong is just knowing that just knows it just lets me know that even more so that game, the bar for it at minimum, what are we sitting at, Nolan? Minimum 8.5.
Oh, ratings wise, yeah.
Like it has to be at least an 8.5, probably 8.5.
What's that?
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Talking about a rating?
Yeah, just like just because of the team that's working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't really rate things over here. It's just that we all know what the numbers, huh?
I can't see it being any lower than
exactly. I think it's going to surprise some people with how good it is, and in a good way. I think it's going to move a lot of units. Also, what else are you going to buy for your Switch too?
Metro Prime 4.
Yeah, but that's going to be a while.
Hopefully not too much of a while.
I mean, October. We've agreed it's October. That's like
I still think it's August.
you say August.
August, maybe September, personally. But
I'm saying like October 5th. First week.
it could be.
Yeah.
But do you really want to go up against Call of Duty?
Is it the same people? Like, are you targeting the same audience? You like. I won't deny that there's any
Switch
overlap.
this year.
I mean, in abroad,
Oh snaps!
it's not going to be on the Switch this year.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
I
not.
thought it was
it's-
supposed to be.
It's not announced on the Switch yet, and they hadn't said anything. So probably next year.
Yeah, because
But-
they already got that development cycle as soon as the other one.
So
dropped.
far, not this
Yeah,
year.
that's true. It's about,
And it's Black Ops 7, so they might have just. I'm sure it's going to be using a lot of Black Ops 6 to make the game. So, but the next one we can
Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, to say that there's no overlap between people who would buy Call of Duty and buy Metroid would be like it's impossible, right? There's got to be some overlap, but to think it's enough.
I
To
don't think
really-
it'll affect the sales
Yeah.
of Metroid Prime
No, but
because
also
people. I've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 for a long time.
Yeah, the sales of that game are
People
already
that are
decided.
looking forward to Metroid Prime 4, if they find out it's also releasing on Call of Duty Day, they're probably gonna get Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah,
Well, or find a way to get both.
donate plasma. It's a noble thing, and you can get paid. Just saying.
we'll see.
Yeah, I think at least for me, I think it's going to be closer to the fall than it will be summer. Because you say August, that's summer still hot.
Yeah,
Kids just starting to go back to school, but only down here. Like the rest of the country is still waiting till after Labor Day, like real people. So,
yeah, we'll see.
so Donkey Kong comes out the start of next week or the end of next week?
2 weeks from today,
Oh, it's
17th, right?
17th. Oh, I thought it was
17th,
early.
yeah.
Okay, college football comes out next week.
That's what it is. Yeah, I knew something come out next week.
Yeah, comes out next week. They're saying that they did a lot of improvements to it. So we'll see. I hope it's better. I have no plans on buying it just because I really thought that there was some shallowness to some of the modes, like the Heisman mode. Like if you don't pick 4 stars, then you kind of suck, and it makes it very hard to enjoy the game. Even on the easier difficulties, you're still getting cooked. But they're supposed to have revamped a lot of that stuff. The Dynasty mode is way more interactive and all that stuff. So hopefully it's really good.
I might get Madden this year. I really enjoyed it last year.
You want to play? You want to play? I got space on my hard drive now. I can get it. I can download it on Game Pass.
Honestly, I really want to get like at least 8 people together to do
Do a
like
dynasty- oh, no.
dynasty mode on 2K
Oh,
with a fantasy draft.
yeah. Come on, Nolan. You suck, but you can still do it. Just pick the names you know. That's right.
I don't know anybody anymore.
Yeah, I know. Pick Klay Thompson. You know who that is. Draft him 3rd.
Trying to set him up for failure.
Dude, I forgot. Man, this was like one of the last years any of my friends did any sort of online draft. Kennard was doing something with his cousins, like a online Madden thing, and one of them drafted like Adrian Peterson in the first round, and it was like, bro, Adrian Peterson is on like the Saints now. Like, he is not good. He's like, what you mean Adrian Peterson
He's
ain't
like
good?
the assistant running back coach.
Yeah, bro. He's got the clipboard and the hat on. It's like, bro, he's not getting in. But yeah, that's just funny. He's just picking people he know. But all right, we're gonna do a tier list. So you got
Yeah, we're
to
gonna do the licensed tier list.
license game tier list. Oh yeah,
Oh Lord.
yeah. Nothing but heat.
So
Revolution
Full-
X is an 8.
full disclosure, we've done this tier list,
No, we didn't.
but that episode got corrupted, so we never released it. And I changed all the games, so none of the games are the same. So you guys will still not know what's coming up.
Die Hard Trilogy is an S. I'm telling you.
What trilogy?
Die Hard Trilogy.
Trilogy.
S. I'm not taking nothing else for an answer. What did I say before that? Lethal Weapon? What
I mean, Alien versus Predator. I mean,
about the arcade game?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
arcade
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
We,
that
hey,
comes
you
up
put. I don't think Zach got the 42 for that.
All right, so for people that don't know what a blind tier list is, they do not know what the games are. They'll get a game and they'll have to decide where to put it. And the caveat is they can only put certain amount of games in each category. So you got 1 S, 2 A's, 3 B's, 4 C's, 2 D's, and 1 F. It's a total of 13 games. So
You can pick an unlucky number too.
let's get into this.
That's why the episode keeps getting because we've lost at least two episodes where we had a tier list.
Yeah, the Zeldas.
Yeah, the Zelda. Oh,
Ugh.
yeah, the original Zelda.
That is
one.
the legendary lost episode.
Yeah.
Stop recording again too.
No.
But it's okay. We got it. We got video back. It's only been. I checked it like.
It's something with this page.
I checked it like 10 minutes ago, and it was recording. So something happened in the last 10 minutes.
All right,
Yeah.
that's
But
all right.
we're fine. We're fine. We got
Power
video
through,
back.
baby.
Yeah, we got video back. So
All right.
All right.
I don't.
But I need to be still. Like for that 10 minutes, I hope my face is like. Ah. All right, so we're doing licensed games.
All right.
Load up the rocket ship.
All right. So here we are. Tier list. Let's do game number 1, which is Alien Fireteam Elite.
Ooh. Okay, so I don't know how much you played at this game. I didn't play a whole lot. I wanted to play this game more, but my friends don't like games like this.
I watched a lot of streamers play it.
Okay. You never want to play with your boy?
I
You still holding that Shredder's Revenge thing against me, aren't you?
Oh, I mean,
That's crazy,
it was
bro.
your idea.
It's crazy. Bro, I was in different. My life was different back
Me,
then.
Ace
man.
Combat, Brandon, Sam, we're all just waiting.
Yeah.
See, anybody see him? I don't know.
I'm so, bro. I felt so off. My stomach hurts when we talk about it every time. Just in case you want to know.
Did
how
she
I
like
feel.
take a nap?
Bro, I took one of the best naps that I've ever taken in my life. Bro, I woke up like I'm talking about full charge. I was like, whoa, ain't got nothing to do the rest of the day. Oh no. I see Nolan's text. I was like, oh no.
I had a whole stream and everything. It ended up just being me and Ace, I think, playing with just a bunch of randoms.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think what I played, I would say at least a C.
yeah. I mean, the folks I watched play it were huge Alien fans. And I know at least one of them went into it thinking it's just going to be just one more Alien game that sucks. And they were like, hey, this game is actually really fun. I know I watched like Maximilian and them play it like a bunch too. And it's like, it was a couple times I was like, man, I might want to jump on this.
It's mindless fun.
Yeah.
It's a horde game.
Yeah.
It's alien skinned horde game, which I mean, I don't understand how that wouldn't be awesome.
Yeah.
Like
And
the basis of it is great.
if you're into aliens, it's got all the different kinds of like so even some of the ones that didn't show up in any of the films and stuff. And so it was
Got some
it was
deep
pretty cool.
lore xenomorphs in there.
Yeah.
All creepy. Ambience is great. Lighting is great. Pretty good game.
Yeah. So C's.
All right, put it in the C.
All right. So Aliens Fireteam Elite is a C.
That's the we're setting the standard now, Nolan. I want you to understand that. Okay.
So everything's either above or below. Yeah.
There we go. Or at least on
Or at
par.
least on par. Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
So
that's
game
what-
number 2. Inspector Gadget for the SNES.
Ooh, well, it's crazy how we got to S that fast. No. Ooh, that's tough because I don't know. Did you ever play this?
I never played it. I didn't know it existed until recently. Actually.
Really?
Yeah. I only recently found out
Okay.
this game even existed.
This was a great blockbuster game, especially the time because I got different phases when I have like siblings and people in my house to play games with. But this is a good solo rental game. Like it, especially if you like the show, which obviously you're watching this, you have to like Inspector Gadget because, I mean, any nays? Okay. Hoo hoo. That alone, come on, bro. This theme song is incredible.
Yeah.
So I would say that this game is a C. It's not like one of the ones that's like, oh, you got to play this licensed game type of thing. But like, it's at least to me, especially for its time, as good as what the fun I could get out of Alien Isolation if I had friends
Okay.
that played those games.
Isolation.
I mean, Fire Team. I
So
want
we're putting it as a C.
yeah, it's a C. Also, the theme song gives us bonus points too. So
All right. 2 quick C's.
All right.
All right. Number 3. Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, okay.
see now, I have not played a lot of this game, but I do recognize how good it was that I played.
I played a pretty good chunk of it.
And also it created a whole system that,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep. It took like the parkour from Assassin's Creed and added the Nemesis system thing, which was actually really well done, and
Assassin's Creed now uses.
yeah, basically, yeah. So I'm tempted to put it at.
Dare I say B?
See, I would say A.
Say A.
Yeah,
Based on influence, and I mean,
it was really good.
It is really good.
If we're going just purely off of licensed games, as a whole throughout time,
Yeah.
so it's definitely one of the.
But see, we're only gonna have one more A, and what if you put like Time Cop on there?
Yeah.
Time Cop.
This
But I mean, it's definitely at least a B. It's definitely no less than one grade up than the two that's already on.
yeah. You might be right. It might be an A. Might have to be an A.
I mean, to me, it's an A.
No, it's
Dang near an S, just to make sure we don't get
Yogi Bear's
Yogi.
Adventure.
Yeah,
great game. Maybe not quite one of the greatest.
but I say A.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
All right, so we're putting Shadow of Mordor at A.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
You know, if you put Star Wars, what is it, The Apprentice? What's the series called?
Force
Awakens.
Force
And then Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. There you go. Yeah.
Same thing.
No, those go in D anyway.
D?
I don't
Oh, we gonna have a problem.
I do not like those games.
I don't like you. So pretty easy right there.
All right, we're ready for number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die Hard trilogy.
Well, I know where this game got to go. Well, it's the big show. Yeah, one of my 365 days of gaming entry, number 270. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's like 60 something because it was very early on the list. First of all, Nolan, it's got 3 games in it.
It's
okay,
got 3 games.
It's got
in it.
3
It
games
does.
in it, bro.
Yeah.
Got a
3
third-person
completely
shooter,
different games. Yep.
a rail shooter,
A rail shooter.
and a driving game.
Yeah.
Which is probably as hard as Driver 1. Okay, it is a hard driving game.
It's pretty difficult.
Samuel L. Jackson curses at you a lot in that game.
Oh, it's based off of Vendetta.
Yeah. So the third person shooter is based on Die Hard 1. You're in the was it Takanomi building?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nakatomi.
Yeah, Nakatomi, yeah. And then part 2 is in the airport doing a rail shooter. And then 3 is you drive the taxi with Samuel L. Jackson. And they literally just cut audio lines from the movie. You can hear the sound of when it starts and stops of the audio. Like it's got a little hiss in it. So yeah.
It was someone using their talk boy on the TV when the movie was playing.
Yes. I would love to imagine that's how they got those clips. It would fill me with so much joy with just the little silver talk. I'm gonna kill it at work tomorrow. Yep. Fast forward. But
all right.
realistically though.
Yeah, realistically.
Yes. Tell me a reason it can't be S, Nolan.
Okay. Objectively.
Ooh, boy, that's using a lot of lifting right now.
Objectively, only one of those games was good.
Only one of the. Okay, now tell me which
the other
one.
ones were fair. None of them were bad.
Okay, so which one was good?
I actually really like the on rail shooter.
Okay, you got you. I'm still locked in with you.
Yeah.
Okay, because if I had to pick one that was the best,
probably was the better one,
It was the
yeah.
best one. Okay, you telling me the third person shooter one? It was just as good as
The
Cypher
first
Filter.
shooter was all right.
It's good as Cypher
No,
Filter.
the other 2 games were at worst all right. Yeah.
Are we gonna have to use up the other A slot? No Lin. You can hear me say the I in it, don't you? Don't you hear it? No Lin. B. Bro, I'm not.
I would probably go B.
Okay.
Just from the nostalgia of getting this game for Christmas and being.
You got this game for Christmas and you.
Yeah, we did.
I don't understand. Just a Christmas bump.
We got it for Christmas. I think the same year we got Guilty Gear. And
most complete Christmas ever.
we didn't know what a Guilty Gear was, but when we finally played it, we played the crap out of it.
Oh, that cover art sold you.
And we didn't end up playing Die Hard, I think, for a couple of days after Christmas. It was like, oh yeah, I guess we'll give this game a try.
Guess we give the main event a try.
It's like, hey, this is actually really fun. So
Christmas bump. Come on now.
yeah, I mean, I'm good with a B.
Nolan, you do know that if there's any game that has to be put above Die Hard for whatever reason that you decide, because it's going to be your fault, I am going to stare daggers through you for the remainder of the episode. All right, so Die Hard is a B.
Die Hard trilogy, a B.
10-year-old Darius, I'm so sorry. Nolan ain't got no taste. With the coaxial cable. This is a coaxial cable game.
This is a coaxial cable game. You're right.
Ready for number 5?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
I never played that one.
Okay, this one I don't like as much. Now I know this is highly regarded by a lot of people as far as their Spider-Man. Like you got the Spider-Man 2 camp. Okay.
No, I'll be in that one. Yeah.
Okay. Not the new Spider-Man 2 game, but the original PlayStation. I mean, PS2 Spider-Man 2. Okay, you got those weirdos.
That was a great game.
Okay, yeah, it's just because they got to swing around New York City.
The swinging, there was nothing like it.
Look at them, bro. I can trigger them so easy.
The webs actually had to hit something to swing, man. It was
Who
perfect.
cares? I don't care about it hitting something. Let me. I'm Spider-Man, bro. I can swing anywhere. I can swing in Wakanda, like the Serengeti part if I need to. You have the Shattered Dimension group that's theirs. You got the Ultimate Spider-Man people like me.
Yeah.
Because I would have put that one as probably the highest one.
That was all right.
Bro.
And you got Web of Shadows as well.
You got Web of Shadows. You also got the original Spider-Man for PlayStation, based on the cartoon.
Dreamcast version was better.
You got the PlayStation because that's what people had. By the time I could get the Dreamcast, it was too late. Yeah. But all right, that one I would say. Personally, I'm going to say it's a C based on the other games that's on this list.
I never played it, but that's what I was thinking.
So we're putting Spider-Man Shattered Dimension at C?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ramon.
Yeah.
If this going to be the episode he watching, he going to be like, it's all farce.
I know it's not a bad game from the way everybody talks about it. So
doesn't do anything special.
All right. Number 6. Captain America and the Avengers.
For the Genesis?
Wait, yeah, which version is very
arcade
important?
or the Genesis?
Arcade or Genesis?
Whatever one you want to talk about.
I want it to be the Genesis so I can put it at an F.
So what?
It sucks.
What? What are you talking
On
about?
the same console, the Streets of Rage 2, just telling me this game is good.
No. This game, okay, first of all, if it was an arcade, it'd be S. Second of all, if it was on the SNES, then yeah, put that crap at an F.
I mean, that was really bad.
The SNES version it looked more like the arcade game.
That's it.
But for some reason, the enemies, they gave them like, they blinked when they stood up. So, you know, you get knocked down and you stand up and you can't be hit for a minute. You blink. For some reason, they gave that to the enemies.
Yeah.
In the SNES game too.
Also, the game also
so
just
bad.
plays worse to me.
It does.
It's like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Ninja Gaiden trilogy on the SNES.
Yeah.
But it's like, but the other version is on Sega.
Yeah.
So how did you get the worst? How did you get the worst
How did
version?
you get the worst version of it? Yeah.
So it's the Super Nintendo version then.
The Super
And it's an
Nintendo
F.
version is bad. Yeah, the Super Nintendo version is probably a no higher than a D. But if this is the arcade version,
It's not. Because I'm not.
one of my favorite arcade games of all time, and then the Genesis version was so good.
Genesis version thinks it's still in the arcade though. I can't put quarters in, bud. We on stage 2 and we out. We done.
Well, you are. Shoot,
Yeah.
me and my brother played through that game straight.
Yeah, but you also played the arcade
We would
version.
beat it, and it would start right back over. We beat it again. Oh, love that game.
But you also do get to use your powers like regularly in that game, which was a big change because we had just come off of X-Men where Wolverine could run out of claw.
Captain America and Hawkeye, and
You just do with a bow and arrow, bro.
got to ride on the Vision, and oh, come on, man.
Yeah, Vision was cool in there.
Wasp, and it was so good. So
all right,
good.
So C.
I say B.
You know what? I'd like to reserve another C slot, so I will go B.
I mean,
Putting it at B?
Well, that'll be
The
mean,
Genesis version at the B?
yeah, Genesis version. It's so hard though. The enemies hit so
it's
hard.
not that hard,
They hit so hard.
dude. Oh, okay. Well, you just didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah, I know. I was a child, adult. I got my Genesis when I was 6. Yes, I
Man,
didn't know.
we used to play this in the front of the Walmart on Schillinger Road back before it was a super Walmart when it faced airport. and they had a nice arcade right there in the front. And mom would go to that one shopping because she knew she could shop in peace because we'd be up there right where we could get kidnapped. We'd be playing Street Fighter 2 Turbo or Pit Fighter or this
Bro, you
game.
put money in Pit Fighter?
Sometimes, yeah.
Bro, you get kicked twice. You got to put a quarter in. A dude did this to me. He chest bumped me twice. I think he was like, "You can put another quarter in, little man." I did a punch.
Oh, yeah. I love
Then I
this
put
game.
Pit Fighter on this list.
Absolutely
All right.
love it.
Number 7.
Number 7,
Yeah, boy, I got some.
Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Well, go ahead and put that in the S and
let's go
just
ahead and
call
put
it a
that in
day.
the S. Yeah,
We don't need to argue about that,
no,
dude.
No
Okay.
argument.
If you want to complain, the Riddler trophy, maybe, I don't know, but that's your fault for not knowing there was one in the corner. Play the game in detective mode, the entire game.
The greatest pure Metroid game that not a Metroid game. It is a pure Metroid-like.
It is
It's
just
not
Batman
a
Arkham
Metroidvania.
Asylum. It is
It's not a
inspired by nothing.
Metroidvania because it doesn't have RPG elements.
What you mean? You get skills and new stuff,
Yeah, just like a Metroid.
bro. That
You gain abilities to be able to open up new parts of the world.
this game created a genre.
You don't grind out experience points. You don't change out your equipment.
You don't fight Bane in Metroid.
Whenever you want.
You don't fight.
You fight Kraid.
You don't fight Killer Croc in Metroid. Fight Ridley.
I mean, you fight Croc Meyer.
Yeah.
Go
You
ahead.
telling me Joker's just mother brain?
It's kind of Ridley.
Yeah. Joker's more Ridley. But
Who
yes,
would be the mother brain of the game?
I don't think it's in the first. I think the second one maybe. But like getting to like the Mr. Freeze area,
Oh, he's a mother brain.
yeah,
Yeah,
you know
Mr.
what?
Freeze is a mother brain. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, story incredible, voice acting incredible.
I mean, this game-
the
this
scarecrow,
game-
the
this
scarecrow
game-
section.
Everybody thought this game was going to suck. I remember the E3 where they showed it behind closed doors, and I remember I read somebody at IGN at the time talked about it, and they were like, "Hey, so I don't want to get everybody excited, but I saw a Batman game behind closed doors, and it's actually pretty good." And I was like, "Yeah, but everybody knows whatever he liked about it, it's going to suck." Every Batman game since like the old NES games have more or less not been great.
At that
Hold
point,
on,
outside of Spider-Man.
We've only had like 2 bad Batman games. Batman Forever,
Well,
which is
you
borderline.
gotta remember at this point though, this
Batman Begins was the last Batman game, so
this one was
yeah.
coming out after some really bad ones though.
Batman Begins ain't that terrible. It's confused about what it's supposed to be.
And then
This is also the heart of the shitty license games.
Yeah, it was. This was the second dark age of licensed games because they started coming back.
Yeah, it kind of was.
They started coming back, remember? Because we had like War for Cybertron and stuff and all
Yeah.
that. It was like, oh no, we can make licensed games. Then they got real bad again, real fast, and it was like, oh no, we can't.
But when Adam Sessler came on X-Play, and he said almost the exact same thing, but that's what it was because they did their E3 episode of X-Play, and he talked about the Batman game he got to see behind closed doors, and he was like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like Metroid. And I was like, what? How you gonna make a Batman game like Metroid? And then I played it, and I'm like,
well, I don't know if you remember the demo.
perfect.
Do you remember the demo?
I never played the demo.
Okay.
I just went straight into the game because by the time it came out, all the previews and the reviews were just like raving over it. I was like, okay, I'm in, and I've probably beaten that game like 20 times. Every few years, I will go back. I just did it last year. Just went back and played through it again.
Played like the HD upgraded version and all, the Steam version.
Yes, because I found out that there was an update to it. I was watching somebody on Twitch play, and I was like, I don't remember it looking like this. And they mentioned that they had released some kind of. It's like, oh, so I downloaded. I 100% of it again.
I
love that game.
The demo came out before the game, and it was just like a little combat tutorial. And I was like, I've never played a superhero game besides a Spider-Man game that made me feel like the character I played was the actual character. Like, even with like the X-Men Legends and all of that, like, you got moves, but it's kind of, it's almost Diablo-esque in its combat, right? Simplicity of it, right? This felt like, no, I feel like Batman. When you get a 15 hit counter and you're like, yeah, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
And not to mention when you do the stealth stuff and you're hanging up people upside, you get to hang people from gargoyles, bro.
Yeah, the combat system in this game was at the time was revolutionary. Actually, Shadows of Mordor kind of borrowed a little from that too. So
a little smidge.
yeah, a little bit.
So we're at the halfway mark, right? What we got, Zach?
So we have Batman Arkham Asylum as an S. So your S's are filled. You got Shadow of Mordor as an A with 1 A slot left. B has Die Hard Trilogy and Captain America and the Avengers with 1 slot left. C has your Aliens Fire Team Elite. Inspector Gadget for the SNES. And Spider-Man Shattered Dimension with 1 S or 1 C left. Then you got 2 Ds and 1 F left.
Yeah, I'm kind of
surprised nothing has gone in those yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned.
That's what, because we agreed that it wasn't the SNES version of the Avengers.
All right, so we ready for number 8?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they put it right there.
Dragon Ball Z Sagas.
Dragon Ball Z Sagas.
Okay,
Yeah.
sagas.
This game caused one of my friends to take his father up to Best Buy to return the game. Because he was like, you ain't gonna play it to my man. It's bad, Dad. I can't play this.
What was it on?
GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. Yeah. This is the beat 'em up one for the consoles where everybody moves look the same and they had to pad out the game because, you know, Dragon Ball Z, you don't really have minions, but they wanted to beat 'em up basically, right? So they had to add you fight 7 different color Cybermen.
I about to say if the
color,
early part it'd be Cybermen, I guess.
So you fight Cybermen, then you fight these fake not Ginyu Force, but not these fake Frieza Force looking dudes. But they're just recolors of the same model. And then you fight Frieza. You fight the Ginyu Force, and you fight Frieza. And then you fight a bunch of Cell Juniors.
QE and Huey and Louie.
Pretty much. Yeah, it was just not a good experience. And this was around the time when we had Budokai, so it was like,
oh, okay.
You can't do Dragon Ball.
When I was playing Budokai.
So yeah, Sagas, it gets an F. It is awful.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
All right, Dragon Ball Z Sagas.
All right, there's the F. So hopefully nothing worse than that.
It can't be. There can't be, bro.
All right, number 9.
Worse than it.
Michael Jordan, Chaos in Windy City.
All right, Nolan. It's gonna be tight at the top now.
Where are you talking about putting it?
Oh, I finally got him to admit that this was a good game.
Okay, listen. There are aspects of the games that are fantastic. One, you dunk the checkpoints. Mm-hmm. Okay, I forgot how satisfying it is when you can actually make a dunk happen. Because it's not easy. No,
it's not easy.
No, dunking is a hard thing. In a Michael Jordan game, dunking is one of the harder things to do in the Michael Jordan adventure game. This is a hilarious game because Michael Jordan's teammates have gone missing. Mm-hmm. They got transported into another world. So Michael Jordan has to go through a portal to help them with magical basketballs. It is absurd. But it is also something that only Michael Jordan could have made. Okay. This is pre-Space Jam. He did this before he had the Looney Tunes deal, no? Mm-hmm. Okay, for the love of the game. Mm-hmm. I don't know what game that is, but for the love of it. You know where this has to go, right?
I'm guessing D.
Yeah, let's go to D.
I'm about to say, because I'm looking at what's above it, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to put it up there with that stuff.
I mean, and look, now cover art. Now, if this is talking about cover art, incredible cover art. Okay. Fire and Ice basketball.
Ice, yeah.
Michael Jordan in a labelless outfit because you don't really own the things that you own now, do you?
Oh.
So Michael Jordan, Chaos in Windy City is being put at a D.
I know Larry, when he watches this, he's going to be like, I thought Darius was going to say it was an A. All right, what we got next?
Number 10, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Skull Island, Rise of Kong.
Wow.
Yeah. It has been universally recognized as one of the worst games in the past 10 years.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
I still maintain that it's going to go exactly where it goes because at least this game wasn't making a mockery of Dragon Ball Z. Okay?
Plus, we don't really have a choice.
I mean, we don't have a choice, but I still would rate. I don't like Dragon Ball Z Sagas.
You want it?
Straight at the D.
Oh, D. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Now, if this was Peter Jackson's King Kong, then we're talking about
that might get a C.
Now we're talking about something different.
That might get a C.
Okay.
It'd be a low C, but
Launch title for the 360.
Yeah.
Okay. Still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I went back and seen some videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, upscaling a little bit with the Series X.
Yeah, and it is a functioning video game at most times.
Yeah, at most times. All right, what we got
ready
next?
for number 11?
Yeah.
Peter Jackson's King Kong. Yeah, boy.
Aladdin for SNES.
Now it's gonna tell me what type of person Nolan really is. Because if he says what I think he's gonna say,
I mean, my immediate thought was C.
because of what? If it was a Sega Genesis version?
No, not necessarily the version of it.
Okay, because I've heard a lot of Sega Genesis versions. So I'm like, bro, it's an Aladdin game. They're both really solid games. They're not the Lion King. Okay, so that doesn't work in his favor. It's not the Lion King.
Yeah. I remember enjoying this game more than the Lion King.
My only fear is we have literally 1C, 1B, and 1A.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't mind this holding down the B slot, but I feel like there's a chance that so I feel like we're gonna get literally A, B, and C worth of games. We just don't know the order, right? And we're gonna have to put them there, but they're gonna be the correct choices are gonna be clear once we know what they are. I have a feeling that there's gonna be a game that is worse than the Aladdin. That would have to be the C.
That would have to be the C. Yeah.
Now we could get two Chomp games after this. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I have a good feeling that Aladdin should be B for what we need to round out. And I think Aladdin is a good enough game to be a B, especially for its time.
Yeah.
Got an HD remake, not really, but like it got a port. You really wanted to be a C? All right, we put it at a C.
Well,
A wise one.
I mean, I know what you're saying. I mean, we got the right S at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Light work. Other than Die Hard. It's gonna haunt you, isn't it?
I mean, not really. Go ahead and put it at a B.
So it can't be any worse than the SNES one.
What do you mean, bro? That was...
So we're putting Aladdin at B?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, number 12.
Dynamite
That's two.
Duke.
Star Wars Republic Commando.
Oh, that's an A.
It would be if it was just you making this list. It would be.
That game was amazing.
It would be.
Once again, just like the Batman game, way better than it had any business being.
But
period.
Is it better than Die Hard Trilogy?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think you think that. I think if we would look at, first of all, Republic Commando, was that a greatest hits game? Die Hard Trilogy, greatest hits. I'm just saying, the people spoke with their wallets. That's got to account for something. We're talking about licensed games here. Talking about success and failure. Or not failure, mediocrity.
Was that game an Xbox exclusive when it came out, or was it on PS2 as well?
I thought it was on...
I think it's Xbox only, right?
I think it was Xbox only.
Is it Xbox only?
Because I remember when they released the PC version of it.
That don't count.
It's like, I get to play with a keyboard and mouse now. Awesome.
Yeah, all 10,000 of y'all. Nowhere near 1 million, because that's what Die Hard Trilogy sold. It doesn't matter what the greatest hit sticker actually ended up meaning. It was given to people who sold 1 million copies. And Xenogears.
Let's see. Yeah, Xbox only.
And
Now, I didn't play as much of this as you did. I played it,
Oh
but
my God, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's a
third-person shooter, right?
first person.
It's the first-person
It's
shooter.
first person squad shooter. So like
that's
tactical
right.
shooter. So you can command your other commandos around.
Star Wars Rainbow Six.
It added so much lore to the clone troopers because it I want to say it was the first time, unless the Clone Wars cartoon was out by then.
No, it wasn't yet.
I don't think it was. So
No.
I think this was the first time you ever saw the commandos. So not just the regular clones. These were the
Best of the best.
yeah. And it's set.
It's like the Spartans of the clones.
It's set right before episode 3. Because you like one part is when you like go to Kashyyyk to set up like the to rescue Tarful before Yoda comes, and all the craziness happens there. It's one battle where you're fighting with Ki-Adi-Mundi. I mean, it's so good.
He's saying that like we know who that is.
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Is that the one that's got the green with the tentacles?
No, that's
Oh.
Kit
He's a-
Fisto.
But you knew who I talked about though.
Yeah, well, yeah,
So
Kit
was-
Fisto.
So what's who was that one? Describe him.
Kiadi Mundi is the grandmaster with the long hair.
Oh, the long hair one.
The
Okay.
mustache.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Master Fuji, but he's like an alien version of Master Fuji. You know what I mean though. Got a Fu Manchu. You an alien with Fu Manchu. They be wild on Star Wars.
Oh Lord. But, I mean, it's an A to me. Period.
That's cool. That's cool. That's why it's two of us. Why it's two of us? Because it can be what it wants to be, but all I see is a C. No, no, I will let you have that one.
I mean, I cannot put it at a C. I'm sorry. I can't put Die Hard over this game.
and it comes back to what I said originally. You're disrespecting my choices, Nolan. See, I was gonna ride with you until you said that. Why'd you-
I mean, I can't.
should have said that.
I cannot. I cannot put Aladdin over it. I can't even put Captain America over it. I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm not a team player.
To me, it is easily on the same level of. I mean, because Star Wars.
We don't get out here to midnight. I'm telling you that now.
Because again, Star Wars has not had that many good games. This
That
is
gotta
one
work
of them.
tomorrow. This is your fault. He ain't gonna get no sleep.
This is one of them. This is one of the best Star Wars games ever made. Period.
But we've never got a port of it because the PC version don't count.
Yeah, we did.
Did we? On what?
Said that it came out on the PS4 and the Switch.
Oh, the PS4 and the Switch.
Yeah, on April
When they released it for everything,
2021.
Oh. But you can just play Battlefront too. You ain't gotta play that.
Yeah. Oh, it's just
I didn't know they put it on the Switch. Is
I
it in
didn't
a
either.
collection? Is it in that?
Oh,
like,
it's in the
10
set. That's the other one,
that,
not
like,
the KOTOR
10 game collection?
Yeah, I think it's in that
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
I'm gonna pick that up. I didn't realize that.
the not KOTOR collection. I don't know why they did it. It's like you can get KOTOR and KOTOR 2, or you can get like 8 other Star Wars games. All right, put it at an A so we can find out what the real A should be.
So we're putting Star Wars Republic Commando at A.
Yep. Watch it be Wolverine,
right.
Animanium Carnage.
So in my opinion, this last game could be easily an S.
okay.
He lied when he said that last time. You know that, right?
Ready for number 13?
He at least ain't
Final
giggling.
game?
Yeah.
Ready for it?
Ooh, good. Thank you for river. I mean, that game broken anyway.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Nah, that game's mid. Cause when we talk about Marvel vs. Capcom, all I hear is Magneto, Storm, and Sentinel. So that game ain't even that good. If we talk about the version that I play, yeah, that's an S. Yeah, told you, bro. Republic Commando's too high.
But hey,
That's the one.
hey,
So we're putting Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as a C tier license.
unfortunately.
That's because Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out.
I know Darius lying when he said that.
No, I played a lot of the first one when the cars was banging. I didn't play. You don't remember that when you went to the multiplayer lobby?
The cards.
Oh yeah.
Because in Ultimate, because you
At
can
first
say
I
I thought you said cars.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought he said as
Yeah,
well.
I was
It's
like,
cards.
what? The cards. Yeah,
the cards was.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
You going to the lobby? Oh, they already banging. All right, I'll wait my turn. They like it didn't make sense when they did that because literally Ultimate comes out and they're like, yeah, you can watch it now. It's like, yeah, 'cause we should have been able to watch it before. We could do it in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. So
But I'm happy with this list. So let's run through it one more
I
time.
honestly think y'all did a really good job this time around. I think you've kind of figured out the way it goes as far as like how you have to position things in certain ways.
I mean, we still miss a lot. Like Die Hard,
Yeah.
We missed on that one heavy. Maybe Rise of Kong could have been a little higher. You switch some stuff around, switch that out with Avengers.
oh Jesus. I mean, if anything, Marvel vs. Capcom may be over Aladdin.
I give you that.
I mean, if anything,
Yeah,
but
it's got cable in it. I give you that.
but
Ready.
yeah. No, I think overall,
I still, no matter if you gave me this list already open, Arkham Asylum would be my S.
yeah.
Out of these games.
Oh,
So,
that was easy. Yeah.
yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, that's not even. Let's not play with that.
Yeah. No.
There's no way you can like video games and not like Arkham Asylum. I would question, like you. I'm sure there are people who do like games who don't like this game, but
Oh, sure.
I feel like that they play like Puyo Puyo all the time or something, and like Mr. Driller. Like that ain't for you. You don't do them type of games. It's okay. It's what your taste is. You do visual novels and stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but if you play like these type of video games, that game has got to be up there.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like, you could have some weird grudge against DC and Batman. It's a good game, man.
But it's a good game.
It's a good game.
Fantastic game. Best pure Metroid like. Period.
It's crazy how we've talking about like just superhero and licensed games, and somehow you figure out a way to like put the Metroid thing in there.
Because this is my example. When folks ask me what the difference between a Metroid like and a Metroidvania is, this is my example. Every time.
Just like it was example last week for something.
Yeah, pretty sure. It's like just like Metroid. It's like we talking about Madden, Nolan. Yeah, just like Metroid.
Talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, just like Metroid, ain't it? I bet you that you get powers and you go back and
No.
yeah, that's what you did. I heard.
Well, you leveled up, so it was a Donkey Kong Vania.
There we go.
Donkeyvania, I think
Donkeyvania.
Because the Vania is the RPG elements. There it is. Yeah. So
You just want to be. You know, Nolan wants to be in like an Urban Dictionary type of thing for this type of verbiage, and he wants to be in there like Vania, and it's gonna be like him, like any game. Like how I want to be in the haircut, the barbershop haircut guy. I want to be like number 6, like this. Nolan wants to be in Vania for the definition like this. There we go. Let us know what you thought of the list. If you thought that Nolan was wrong about certain games, Die Hard Trilogy, things of that nature. The only game to be 3 games that's on the list. So 3 B's make an A. Where I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh yeah, because it brings up the
averages
other one.
work. Yeah.
Hell no, it's the mean. It's different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little different. That's a different formula that you need to learn about that one. But yeah, let us know what you think about the list. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the cool things that we like to see. Interact with us. Let us know what you think about that intro, though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zach for coming up with that. Shout out to Nolan for being a filthy young man.
Okay.
You pressing R1 to get hard, man. But anything else we want to add before we head out? Any events you're gonna predict gets announced after we leave out of here?
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, oh yeah, too. Post.
Yeah. You'll see this after the 4th of July, but happy 4th of July.
You might hear 4th of July is happening.
Yeah, you might be hearing the bombs and
Bombs
bursting in the air. And now.
Rockets red glare, all of that.
It's not even 4th of July yet.
No.
What you mean? The moment work ends before the 4th is the 4th.
It's the 4th, basically.
Yeah, the 4th is like a
It's
sex.
be nuts. As soon as I get home tonight, it's going to be the same thing.
Po dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week. Peace.